Hi guys. So I just wanted to do a quick review on a product that I just received. It is the VersaType 4-in-1 keyboard case. So I will make a disclaimer here that if I say iPad at any time, this is not a review on the Apple iPad. This is on the case that holds the Apple iPad. This one is for a iPad Pro 12.9 inch 4th generation. So this is the packaging that it came in. And you'll see here, it talks about there's 4 different modes that the keyboard can be used for. There's also, it comes with a user guide, really good information in there, very clear. This was the packaging that it came in. It was packaged very well. Some insulation here, padding to keep it in good shape while it was being delivered. It also comes with a USB charger or adapter. And it's the newer version adapter. So it almost looks like the 4th generation iPad Pro. Not really sure about that, but this is what charges up the keyboard. So I'm pretty excited because this actually is nicer than what I thought it would be. So I already have my iPad inside the keyboard case. And as you can see here, it has a hole cut out so that you can see the Apple logo. That's always cool. It's very sleek, very soft to the touch. You see here, opening for the camera. This is the back of the product. And I would say the weight here, it's a nice weight. It almost feels like a mini, I guess what you would say a laptop. It has that laptop feel. So I'm not really sure the weight of the iPad. I don't have the specs, but what makes it weighty is once you put the iPad inside the case. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. So this is what it looks like when it's open. Now, there are a couple of things that I really like about it. As you know, as I mentioned earlier, it is a 4-in-1 keyboard case. So the iPad fits inside the top part of the case. All right. And I like the fact that it has a touchpad. So I'm going to go ahead and wake up my iPad. Okay, guys, let me just get this turned on here. All right. So this is what it looks like when it's open and the iPad is awake. The feature that I was going to say that I really like about this is the touchpad. So it actually allows you to use this like if you had an iPad, a laptop, and it lets you sweep back and forth through the screens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now go ahead and try to sync this up. One other thing before I sync it up, this is the new latest model of the Apple Pen. And another cool feature I like about the case is that with the new or the 4th generation iPad, they now allow you to be able to take the pencil, and it actually has a magnet here that actually attaches to the actual iPad. What I like about the keyboard is that they have this little nook here that allows, it actually covers the pen to keep it more secure and not lose it. I had a previous iPad, a later generation, and the pen did not have, or the iPad did not have that feature with the magnet. And so I ended up purchasing 2 pens because I lost the first one. I'll also say here at the top here, it has the little grooves for the volume. And it has the button here to turn the iPad on and off. So this is built really, really nice. As I said, it feels really good. It has the opening for you to be able to charge the iPad. I'll also show you here, there is the on and off switch. As you see here, it says on and off, and there's the button. And then this is where you put the charger to charge up the iPad. I'm sorry, charge up the keyboard. All right. One other thing I want to make note of is that let me sync it first. Let's sync it. So I don't want the camera. Okay, all right. So I need to sync this so that we can use the iPad. I'm sorry, the touchpad. Well, actually, it's already synced. So awesome. So the way that you would sync the pad to the keyboard or the keyboard to the iPad is there's a function here. There's 2 ways actually. There's a function key here on the keyboard, and there's this letter T. So you would press the function and hold down the T, and that allows you to be able to go into your settings and sync the keyboard to the iPad. So there we have it. We show that it's connected. All right. And so now I want to show you where you can see where that here, there's some little things here, and there's one that shows the Bluetooth little icons here, and when you're trying to sync this, a blue light will come on when you're first trying to sync it. It will flash, and then that'll tell you that you can go ahead and sync the keyboard to the iPad. And also has an icon here for when the battery is low or when it's fully charged. All right. Now, in the user guide, I want to also point out just quickly here that there are the touchpad gesture descriptions on pages 2 and 3, and it shows you all the different ways that you can move, or the gestures that you can use on the touchpad in order for you to navigate through the iPad. I love the way that it feels. It is very smooth, as I said, very sleek. Cool feature about this is that you can turn the iPad around. So if you wanted to watch movies on Netflix or some movie stream, there you have it. And it just turns around. So with that, and this is something that I'm going to be, keeping an eye out for, is that you cannot tilt this back. This is as far as it goes. I think it's like 120 degrees or something to that effect. But this is as far as the tilt goes, okay? Hence why it swivels, okay? When you're picking this up or moving it from one location, I would advise that you close the iPad before you pick it up. You close it, and then you move it with you wherever you want your next location. Like if you had, was a laptop, instead of moving it while it's open, because the iPad that sits in it will put some weight to it, which will make the screen kind of, I guess, wobble back and forth, okay? So I would advise you to close it whenever you're moving it from one location to the next. So I believe that is all that. There's one other thing. This keyboard is half the price of the Apple Magic keyboard. And so that was a winning or a selling point, a great selling point for me, because the iPad itself was already expensive. And so to be able to get this keyboard at half the price of the Magic one, and it's almost as similar, only with the exception of the fact that it does not have the stand that allows you to tilt it back so that you could actually type on the screen as opposed to typing on the keypad. Well, I mean, that's the whole purpose of getting the iPad, the keyboard, so that you could type on the keyboard as opposed to typing on the screen. If I wanted to type on the screen, I would just take it out of the case. But this was a good, I believe it was a good buy, and I will keep an eye on just how it kind of shakes back and forth. But again, as I said, I believe that's just because it's on this kind of swivel type thing, and that's with the weight of the iPad, why it will kind of wobble back and forth. But other than that, I believe it's very sturdy, and I am very happy with this purchase. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I'd like to give a shout out to Targus. Great job on the keyboard, and awesome